Hello, it's Labrat again, and today we'll be covering a strategy guide for Construct, the map. It's a relatively large map, so if you're going to be playing it, you're going to want to have a few people. The first thing you should know is that the very top level is a level you want to hold. As usual, if you have the upper level, you're going to have the advantage over anybody else. If you come straight up the lift, you're going to see that your battle rifle is already right there and ready for you. The only thing you need to be worried about on the top level is these explosions. If you're in the middle of a fight, you don't want to back into them, because if someone lobs a grenade, they're going to explode and you're going to pretty much be on the other side of the map. The top right here at the top of the lift is probably the best place to get your kills, because if you're crouching and nobody knows you're up there, they're just going to keep coming up the lift. You'll hear that familiar lift sound when someone goes up it. It gives you the sound of the vroom as they're going up the lift. As soon as you hear that, you're just going to want to lob a grenade right in the center, and as soon as they land, they'll take extreme damage, and then you can either melee them or just finish them off. That's probably the main strategy. You're just going to want to cover the lift. If you get bored and no one's coming, you've got a spiker right here. Again, useless weapon unless you're dual wielding in close quarters. You've got your mauler at the top of the lift. You're going to want to do the same thing with this. As soon as you see someone coming and you hear the sound, just lob a grenade where they're going to land and start shooting them. Same way, if you want to mauler them, as soon as they come up, just shoot in melee. It's quite easy. In the center of the map, you've got the sniper rifle and a couple sticky grenades. The sniper rifle is a nice weapon, one of the more powerful ones in the game, but it's not really going to help you much on this map. Unless you're unless you're up here sniping people below you, or you're sniping down the corridors, it's not the most useful weapon in this map. Over here you've got the sword, probably one of the more useful weapons in this map. Although it's in a very precarious spot. If you look down below, it's all death if you fall off this edge, and if someone corners you, you're gonna die, because even if you have the sword, they're gonna kill you before you get up to them or are able to jump off. Suggestion, if you have a sword, you're going to want to crouch right here and wait for people to come around the corner. You can quickly slice them and get a free kill. Down below, you've got more weapons. On the second layer over here, you've got your brute shot. Another pretty useless weapon in this map, unless you really don't have any other weapons and you just want to pick it up to cause some extra damage. You've got a walkway up here to get up to the third level, but I suggest, unless you know there's people up there that are going to pull the strategies that I pull, you're going to want to always take the lift. If not, just take the walkway. If you know that they're there, just lob grenades. Start shooting. Fill up the room. Do whatever you need. You can even throw the power drain right there. Now, down below is the place where I spend the least amount of time. It does have some good weapons though. Right here is a Spartan laser. Spartan laser is not used very often because these are such close quarters. Spartan laser, you don't really have enough time to charge it up to do anything unless you're on the top, like the sniper rifle, and lasering down below. So it's an option if you need it. Over here in these corners, you've got a really nice hiding spot. If you're playing team doubles or something and you just want to hide, here's a good spot to hide. Most people don't even know about this spot. Only problem is, if that gets shot, you definitely don't want to be next to it, so just crouch here with the mauler, and as they come around the corner, you just blow them up. Got the same thing on the other side. You had a couple sticky grenades right there. Here's the flamethrower. It's a useful weapon, but the problem is most people aren't going to let you get close enough to catch them on fire, so I usually don't even touch the flamethrower. You've got a missile pod over here. Another pointless weapon unless you're very close to the people, because then you can one-shot kill them. So to recap, the weapons you're going to want to hold the most are the battle rifle, sniper rifle if you're good at sniping and you can snipe down hallways, and Spartan laser if you're like that extra punch. You're going to want to get the power drain, which spawns right here. It's a very useful power-up. Over here are the lifts. If you know that someone's up there and their dot disappears randomly, you know that they're crouching waiting for you to lob a grenade, so you can always toss an explosion in Even if it doesn't cause them damage, they won't be expecting it. And as soon as it explodes, they'll back up, and that's your chance to go in. In the center, underneath the sniper rifle, is your bubble shield. Probably the most useful power-up item in this game. The bubble shield, if you refer to my other guides, is one of the most useful items because even though I don't actually hide in the bubble most of the time, it's very useful for tossing inside, and as they come through the bubble, it'll explode. You just melee them once and it's over. Another thing you should know is a really nice hiding spot. If you're playing team doubles and you just need to hide, there's a really nice hiding spot down below over here. Gotta drop down to this lower level, right here. Right here. You can, if you fall anywhere other than this spot right here, you're gonna die. It's gonna be instant death, killed by the Guardians. So when you jump, you've got to make sure that the jump is perfect so that you're aligned and you fall right in that slot. If you fall perfectly in this spot, then you're pretty much underneath the map. No one's going to be able to find you unless they know you're there. Only problem with this is that the only way to get out is to crouch, and you'll pop out of the hole. You got to crouch and jump. You'll pop out of the hole, but you'll instantly die. So you're only going to want to do that if you're winning and you want some hiding spot. Well, that pretty much covers it. That's Construct for you. See you next time.